Hello everybody and welcome to the Top Flight Computers Twitch channel. I have no idea if we plugged in the microphone, if we turned it on.
We're good?
I see lights, so hopefully we're good.
We're good.
I just realized that right as we started. I was like, uh-oh, this could be bad.
It's fine.
It's fine. So everybody, welcome to our wonderful channel. We have a fun one tonight. As always, I am Connor with my co-host here,
Andrew.
Woo.
Woo. And tonight we're building my line, the Mighty Penguin.
Yes.
So this is a workstation designed for Linux use, actually. Some general
really?
work, photo editing, and video editing. So I'll probably be running Ubuntu or Fedora for you Linux nerds.
I did not actually know this one was running Linux.
Yes. We're not installing OS. But it's powered by a 12-core Ryzen 9 5900X. I bet you didn't know that.
I didn't
Which
know that.
will be cooled by a Dark Rock Pro 4 cooler.
So it'll
Big
go
board.
like that motherboard.
Yep.
Perfect.
Those are both being installed in a Gigabyte B550 Vision D motherboard,
Already got it.
along with 64 gigs of Crucial Ballistix DDR4 3200. We have two NVMe drives, 1 terabyte each from Crucial. We have a 4 terabyte Western Digital black hard drive, which I have on here. I'll slam it on the table. Be careful of that. We have a RTX 49. Oh wait, this is the RX 580, which you might know is not current generation, but it is still a capable enough card for general use.
It's free.
Yeah, we'll be using that. Still got 8 gigs of VRAM, so you know.
Yeah.
Take what you get. We have an Enermax 850 watt power supply to power all that, and a Fractal design Meshify 2 black to install all of it in, with some Phanteks fans that we pre-installed.
Take those filters off.
Yeah.
And then let's get to it.
Let's get going.
All right. And we're done. No.
Perfect.
Just put it all in there and we're done.
I'm gonna sneak a drive cage out of here.
Yeah,
Install
you
this
do.
before you put that board in.
This board is like too
Jeez, why
bright.
do
I
they-
can see it in the thing that it's like almost overexposed.
They like ratchet those screws.
They crank them down with like the force of many uggas and a dugga.
Many.
Oh, top camera's back. So, when you put it on...
Oh, do we have the case hardware?
Hey Chris, where's case hardware?
So, oh, the big box over there on top.
Okay.
So, on the top main, so the top camera is main and the front camera is subset. My camera is back.
Oh, sure.
Weird.
I was
It's a
like,
large case.
I was like, as you were moving, I was like, wait,
There's something
it's
about
still.
Yeah.
I will say, I do really like the Vision's Wi-Fi.
The shark fin.
Yeah, it's like the white though, and the white and the black. It looks really.
Oh.
I mean, you could
really-
just plastic it bang them white.
That's neat.
Yeah, but that involves work. I don't do work.
Here's your user guide.
Oh man,
I know you'll need it.
thank you. Even though isn't this thing in like full color? I think it
I
is.
mean, it looks like it is. But we don't use manuals around here.
This is the Vision DP, Dude Perfect Edition.
Actually, I think that stands for dual performance.
A dual performance.
Yes.
I will say the one I love this board. Like I love the white. I love how clean it is. The one thing that just really pisses me off so much is that they didn't spend the extra money to make a black PCB on their Wi-Fi card.
Oh, yeah. You could just cover that with like a piece of electrical tape.
Like I mean you can, but it's like it looks
Yeah.
so nice and it's
Well,
just
they're,
like
they're probably sourcing those from like Intel or whoever. There's
I
like
mean,
3
yeah.
companies that make them, so.
oh yeah, then it's got this like weird thing.
Good luck.
Actually, it's probably real tech.
Real, yeah, true. We've used this board once before, and I was very confused by
Is
this.
this old?
Yeah, we have used it before.
Yes, we have.
That was like the third build of the year. Good job.
It was a while ago.
Well, I remember this piece specifically. It's like remove before plugging in power.
It was the fifth build of the year. Yeah. Wow.
Okay, wow, I'm dumb. I'm like trying to peel it off from the backside, and I didn't realize there's literally like a section to peel in.
We like to make things. Yeah, we like to make things more difficult.
Oh wow. We got 5 people watching.
Hello.
I'm one of them.
But no, I really do like this board. I love this like swooshed, like metal aluminum, technically heatsink, I guess, because there are fins
Yeah.
on that side,
I'll
but
give
not
it a
many.
heatsink.
I mean, that's just a chunk of
Heatsink
aluminum.
and shroud.
Yeah, more of a shroud than anything. I already opened that.
Is he still streaming?
What?
Is he still streaming Shroud?
Oh, I have no idea.
I think he is.
I honestly don't watch much Twitch.
I don't either. I watch like 3 people. I don't go.
I don't even.
None of them are like the super popular streamers. So.
I mean, that's fair. Let me guess. Are, like 2 of them play RuneScape?
Yes.
Do they actually?
Actually, 3 of them.
I figured.
Okay, I guess I watched 4. One plays Overwatch.
Oh wow, you just all the dead games.
Hey, Overwatch 2 was coming. They just released a new hero like yesterday, Cole Cassidy.
Oh really?
It's
I
actually
went through and
it's actually
watched.
just changing McCree's name.
Ah, that makes sense. I went through and watched all of the like developer stuff when they were announcing all like the new reworks and things, but that was the extent of. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool, and then I just kind of went away.
Yeah, it's kind of a coming soon TM thing.
Yeah, it's like Overwatch 2, never.
Yeah.
You know when Overwatch 2 will come out? When you can readily buy a 3090 on the shelf.
Well, the PS5 came out. Now we're just waiting for the PC 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
PC 2.
yeah. So we are gonna need a SATA power because we have a hard drive here.
We're going with like a white and black theme on this one. I feel like we are to match the penguin
Sure.
aesthetic.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it was-
the answer is yes.
Yeah,
Chris, that was set up for you, and then you.
That was
I set it up perfectly, and then you
Okay,
just
I
fell
saw this
flat
thing
on
a
your
long
face.
time ago. Like, it's been a hot minute.
And with this 580, I feel confident we can just use a dually PCIe. I don't think we'll be going more than 300 watts. If
So
we are,
this
there's an
this
issue.
really confuses me.
Yeah.
Doesn't it feel like there should be something in that void that is completely sealed inside of this?
Should be a screw in there. They should put one. It comes with the motherboard, but they should put
Like,
one in
there's just a perfect empty little like bubble in there that.
there. It's probably just reused from another.
Yeah, it's gotta be. Like, I know there's gotta be like a screw or something that goes in there,
Yeah.
but it's just like, guys.
Yeah, I don't like the. I don't like the assumption that your motherboard comes with the screw you need.
No, because odds are, like 9 times out of 10, you throw that away, and then when you want to have to upgrade to an M.2 later in the future, you're like, hey, I don't have. Oh, look at that! I forgot that this board does that. This one's even better. It just already has them pre-installed with
Oh,
the
yeah.
screw on.
What CPU power do I need?
1 8-pin.
1.8 it is.
1 8. Behind the weird clippy-do thing that we
Oh.
gotta remember to put back in, because I think last time we forgot, and then we tried to like YOLO throw it back in at the end, and it was a pain in the butt. Which basically describes how we build a computer.
Oh, so we need to put the 8-pin in before we do it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, with
Okay,
this thing,
okay,
and then
okay,
it clips
okay.
in down over here.
Yeah.
That's it, look.
Yeah.
Use one at ease.
So I think that's all the cables, power cables we need.
I don't have to worry about which one goes in which slot because they're both exactly the same.
That's true.
I had a brain fart there, and I literally looked down, and I was like holding the M.2 and then looking at the Crucial thing, and I was like, why is this only a 64 gigabyte? Wait, how does this drive operate at 3200 RPMs when it's an SSD? And I was like,
Oh,
I'm looking at the wrong package.
Connor, is there room for a third M2?
Negative.
On that? Okay.
No.
Andrew, we'll have to figure something out
PCIe.
to test. Okay.
Oh. I think I have a PCIe card that adapts M.2. Please. I can
Unless
bring
there's
that.
on the back, which could be. I haven't checked on the back yet.
There's probably not. Just be
I highly doubt.
550.
Highly
How
doubt.
stable is it to run Windows off of a flash drive?
Not. Unless it's
Um,
mini Windows 10.
Stable, yes. Recommended, no. Very slow.
Okay.
Stable.
Flash drives are not designed for
Mini
random,
Windows 10.
random I/O.
We're just trying to test this thing because obviously we're not installing Windows because
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll just bring that card. It'll be easy to pop in and out of the bottom slot or whatever.
okay.
Flash drives suck at random I/O. That's why you don't run OSs off SD cards or flash drives generally, unless it's like Unraid.
Unless it's Unraid. Unraid just runs off anything.
Yeah, they recommend you run off a flash drive actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Unraid is like the dandelions of the world. They will literally grow and run off anything.
I've been running it on my my Dell 1U server for a few months. As I'm running out Plex VM. Well, it's Plex VM, some Docker containers, all sorts of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I have like a Windows 10 VM installed.
No, why?
Windows XP.
Alright, there's that. Brock, we get a new screwdriver. It's really kind of crazy when your CPU cooler could actually cool GPUs. The amount of TDP that they
very
rated
well
for.
too.
Yeah, well, not like, oh yeah.
Those are
it'll
what,
just
250 watt coolers?
250. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like 3090.
Yeah, that is.
Which is the most power hungry. Pretty much, yeah. I think they can push over 300, but they can still handle it.
Yeah, I think if you OC them, you can.
Yeah. If you've got if you've got a nuclear reactor in your backyard.
Yeah.
To power it.
Did you see what Linus posted today or yesterday? They found like on some like Alibaba or Chinese whatever like marketplace that you can buy a 2,000 watt power supply now.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think the comment was like, I've never been more terrified.
No, it's if you want to pop a breaker because that'll literally just pop a house breaker.
Yeah, but in China they use 20 volt house wiring.
They do.
So you can actually make it work. Or you can just install a bigger breaker.
I mean, what you would have to install like a
30 amp.
big old breaker.
So
yeah, I guess it is only 30 amp, isn't it?
Normal house sockets are generally on a 15 amp breaker. So 120 volt times 15 amps is max wattage, which is what, like 1700 math? That's 15 times 120.
Let me put this on the correct way this time because I like always mess this up.
God, is this one?
Alright, I'm just gonna take a wild guess, and it's a 50-50 shot. I gotta get it right eventually. I got it wrong last time. I'm not getting it wrong this time. By luck states that I will not get it wrong.
This hole might not be tapped correctly.
Is it not?
I don't think it is.
I've actually run into that on a few things.
20 amp circuits up to, well, yeah. 12. 120 times 20. Yeah, 2400. But there's also some overhead where normally, yeah, it's like, here,
Right.
try this. Make sure
No,
I'm not
I
crazy.
know, I'm watching you do that.
I'm pretty sure it's not tapped correctly. It's like at an angle. Yeah, to charge my car, I have a 240 volt, 50 amp. It's a NEMA 1450 receptacle.
No, you had it. You were just cross-threading it.
Was I? No.
Yes,
I tried
you were.
like 6
You were
times.
cross-threading it.
I think you were cross-threading it.
Hey, I sent it home in 2
Yeah, you sent it. Yeah, I can draw almost 8 kilowatts from that socket maximum. That's a lot of power.
Kilowatts. Actually, that is a lot of power.
Yes, 240 volt. The receptacle is technically 50 amps. They recommend you don't draw more than 40 from it. But that's a lot of power.
That's a lot of power.
More power. I need more power.
Yeah, because I mean, realistically, you look at like normal, well, like telecom generator backup generators is only 50 kilowatts. Dang it, I was wrong.
What is happening here? Just, am I losing? Yeah, I think I'm losing my mind. Okay, move that. Am I stupid? What is blocking me right now?
It's these little rubber nubbin things.
I have like but there's not enough.
Oh,
clearance.
I know you're clipping in on the fan right there.
Oh, so I can't install this fan side down. Okay, we're going fan side up.
No, it's too thick. It doesn't fit through.
Your fan's incompatible with your case.
Yep.
Use that.
Until I torque this
Not
down.
on this one.
What?
We may have to pull that shroud off.
I mean, I guess I could install it from the inside, but.
No, you can't. It won't fit through here. You.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah. No, you're gonna have to pop that shroud off.
No, there's got to be a way to.
I mean, it's just
No,
force
it's,
through.
What's the problem?
yeah. Someone has not done their tolerances correctly here, because it's gonna hit on this if it gets past that.
So the case has a manufacturing error.
The case or the power supply, not sure.
I mean,
Right,
power
yes.
supply's been already out of spec, so It's a big old boy. I mean, the only problem is you just got to get over this lip, and then you're fine. That's the, you know, then you can angle it down.
I can just peel it off.
Yeah, you can. And then the other one, and then angle it down, and then.
Yeah, like your.
So on the power supply, there is
little fan grill
some like
screws.
fan grill screws, and it's just.
Well, actually, I don't think that'll even
Nope.
help me because I can't.
You can do it down.
Yeah, let me try.
that way.
Let me try.
That's fun, and it's designed to not.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna help.
I say just pop the shroud off, and then face it down anyway. There's going to be a shroud, so.
This shroud?
Yeah.
All right.
It's just those 4 screws.
Our warranty boy.
No, it's not. That's not going to pop that off. It just pull that metal plate off.
So do you want to explain what's going on, Connor?
Yeah, I tried. The hole on the back of the case is too
It will
small.
pop it off. It's holding that out too. Yeah.
Okay.
The case and the power supply do not agree on who should be skinny. Yeah,
And
see,
this
this is no longer held in by anything.
I'll screw the screws back in then. Because I bet you
Yeah,
that
that's a
screws
good
your
point.
fan back in.
But the screws were the issue clearance issue, unless I can tap them further.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, or you could just do 1 and 1.
When you bring your drill, we can countersink them.
Ah, they went farther. Oh, it went too far in.
Well,
Not a problem. We got washers.
yeah, we need washers.
Really
So the fan grill on the power
We're
supply?
trying to
Yeah.
figure this out.
Like, yeah, well, that combined with the case does not have extra room height-wise.
I could have sworn that
You should use it with the Corsair case,
this combo.
the A4000, but not this, I don't think. Maybe, but it is not working right now.
It ain't working now. We got some there, but I don't think those are going to be big enough. I think
No.
there's one that's big enough.
These are like fan screw size.
Like the other one will not be.
You know, I think that most of the time that we've been using that case, it's been with something that's drawing more power that even wouldn't be enough.
Just this power supply is just too thick. Is all it is. It's nothing against it. Just is.
That particular.
Yeah, so my guess is the power
There
supply.
are other 850s over there. You could try that one.
No, we don't need it.
It seems like the power supply is about 1 millimeter out of spec for height on the 8-inch power supply. I think I got it working without them, Connor. Yeah.
Oh, Andrew.
Yes.
He has the mounting hardware for the.
Okay.
Look.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
I was gonna say there's actually washers in here that we could use.
Yeah. Who needs grills?
We may want to put those back on. Actually, no, that would interfere with.
It should be fine. They're just anti-vibration pads, I think.
Yeah, that's funny. All right, yeah. The power supply we think is actually out of spec.
Yeah, it's like 1 millimeter too tall.
Definitely too big, and,
And
the hole is a little
Fractal
bit
gave
too
you no wiggle room.
One of the two. Hey, look, that fits now.
It would have been fine if it was if this case did insert from the inside.
Yeah.
But it is the
But
bracket.
I don't think you could. I mean, you might have been
If you
able
take
to put the drive
yeah,
tray out. And
I
then-
shouldn't have to do that. I have to put it in power supply.
No, it's a basic power supply. Like that's a.
If we're using like a 1600i maybe.
Well, Andrew, I'm ready. Toss this on.
Yeah. In the auto industry, a lot of out of tolerance parts are just made wrong. Period.
Yeah.
What part? I think it's airplane parts have the
Oh yeah.
lowest
every-
tolerance. Lowest.
yes.
I always get that backwards.
Or the best tolerances
Yes.
is what you can say.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because every
Hopefully.
part on. Well, actually, interestingly enough, every part on the airplane has to be insured. So each individual nut and bolt actually has a special number engraved on it that corresponds to like an insurance policy.
Yeah, they have like their own everything
And
serialized.
that's why in the air industry that like a bolt costs like $70.
That's why my planes are always fixed with duct tape.
Yeah.
I know it's a special duct tape, but it's still funny to see.
Right. Do you have the case hardware, by the way?
Yes.
The screws. Thank you.
Oh, I'm gonna need one of those back, whichever is the hard drive.
That's probably hard drive.
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's get this all nice and centered on up in here. Good enough. I think these are the screws. I don't know, I have a 50-50 shot. I'm already down once, so logic states that this one's gonna win.
I can't believe this would happen to me on a Bones day.
A bonus day?
On a bones
Oh.
You gotta get on TikTok more.
Yeah, Chris doesn't know what that means.
Yeah, I think in the aviation industry, if you deliver some bolts or whatever that are out of spec, you don't get to make any more bolts. And you might have like a lawsuit.
Your bolt days are gone. There we go. That's the right. Cheers.
I heard that's the reason why I can't have a 51-pound carry-on. It has to be no more than 50 pounds.
You'll throw the weight out. The
Yeah, you can't have a bag that heavy. Take some stuff out and put it in your pockets. But it's still going on the plane.
But it's still going. But no, that's
Yeah.
not how this works.
Yeah, you can't have a bag that heavy because it will affect the flight and the fuel usage. Okay, let me put these things in my pockets.
Okay, but like, legitimately, have you ever like gone on a plane that is so small that everyone gets on the plane and they move passengers around because they need like certain weight distribution?
No.
I have.
I've
It's
been
terrifying.
I've been on a small-ish plane, but not like a really, really small plane.
No, this is, and when you say terrifying, they're like, hey, excuse me, can you get up and move over there?
How much do you weigh?
No, literally, they were weighing passengers on a scale before you got on. Like, that is how much they needed to move weight and things. And it was, oh boy, you want to talk
Really,
about sketchy. And unfortunately,
really
there's
diminishes
a
your-
larger gentleman on our flight, and they put him alone in the back.
Oh.
And it was like, oh boy.
Was it Will? I can say that because I know Will's not watching.
Right.
Oh.
Alright, motherboard's in. I'm taking this piece and just setting it aside for now because I know we're going to forget it, but
Yeah.
I'll set it on my phone so we don't forget it.
Okay, cool. The hard drive's ready for whenever. It's not a high priority.
Alright, so that's in.
I don't know where that SATA cable. Oh, you might have stolen the SATA cables. I had them
Yes,
at
I did.
one point. I mean, I can just plug it in, but I think Rocket's always. I mean, I guess that's kind of aircraft. You need pretty the best tolerances.
I mean, let's be honest though, that was, you know, you look at the NASA Apollo missions, a lot of them failed because of tolerance issues.
Yeah.
So, but again, that was also, you had
Yeah,
international like people, and they were all using metric versus
Was it
imperial.
which one's the one?
Challenger.
Challenger.
Yep.
Wasn't that all due to a rubber gasket failing?
Yeah, like a 2-cent rubber gasket.
Yeah, well, I think it was like 5 cents.
Okay, yeah, well, yeah, aeronautical. So really, $20.
Yeah. Well, it was aeronautical government, so $20,000.
$20,000. Yep.
Uh,
Ow. Sharp.
yeah. So it's not that many cables, but at the same time, it's kind of a lot of cables because there's like a SATA harness.
Well, and like the
Yeah, I don't like.
divided into like 4 cables. It's like, but why?
I think that's so they can use the same like runs for like an 8-pin.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
PCIe, and then this is our.
Also use these zip ties first because they came loose in the box.
All right, I can do that.
We gotta conserve our remaining.
Insert the zip ties.
First it was toilet paper, then it was graphics cards. Next shortage,
Zip ties. God, that would be terrible. Like you want to talk about like auto industry failing?
Would you rather have a zip tie shortage or a GPU shortage?
GPU shorts because we've been dealing with it.
I mean, it's just the
Yeah,
normal now. Yeah, I think something leaked out from around the gasket, and then it was like the propellant leaked out and then got ignited, and then
Yeah, that's
chain
along those
reaction.
lines.
Yeah. What year was that?
Oh, God, 2006.
Yeah, I
Eight?
was alive.
9.
I
It was an odd year.
I think it was.
If I remember
I
correctly.
think it was like mid 2000s. I wasn't quite old enough to really watch or
Remember it,
understand.
yeah. What's that sound? That same way. All right.
You couldn't do a job with that zip ties.
Oh,
I'm scared. Oh, you said auto industry earlier. Okay.
yeah, I said the auto industry would go out of business.
I hope there's no zip ties in my car, except for like cable management.
I mean, hey, realistically, what defines a zip tie?
I mean,
Because,
I can
like-
define a zip tie. It's a single piece of plastic that you ratchet down.
And there are metal
And
zip
you cut
ties.
it off. It better be the nicest freaking. Better be what's the titanium zip ties?
Titanium.
I don't
zip-
think it's flexible enough to be a zip
I ain't
tie.
paying for that.
It's the most expensive zip tie in the world.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, it's probably some sort of aeronautical, like we were talking about earlier, space kind of like
Yeah.
Elon Musk made
It's
a
like single layer printed carbonite zip tie.
yeah,
Whatever.
some absurd thing like that.
Yeah. See, but it's a little scary if you're relying on the zip tie to keep a wire from touching something hot. Maybe there should be like a conduit of some sort.
Okay, that's the real way, but you don't do it the real. No, that is a way to do it.
I saw a card the other week that like it was normal, like the body was intact, except on the very front of the card there was a radiator just like strapped to the front where the license plate would go.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you
My
doing?
absolute favorite are people where they're like bumpers falling off and then they drill like 20 holes in the front and then just zip tie it to the next to the previous panel.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's a contender, like the garbage bag over the window.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one too.
I always like the like when people don't have rear view mirrors and they try to like zip tie or duct tape normal mirrors.
I'm pretty sure that's a legal requirement that you need a rear view mirror, is it not?
Or side view mirrors. Sorry, not rear view.
Those
but-
two, I think those are legal requirements.
They are. That's why you have to have them.
I'm gonna snitch on my parents. So
I
my
got a comment on the conduit.
yeah. Zip ties. Okay, so there's a conduit. That's good.
Oh, zip ties inside of conduit.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's common.
zip ties hold the conduit tank. Yeah, I'm gonna snitch on my parents because they last week my brother's car is pretty darn old. It's like a 2006
Snitch on your parents.
Mazda Tribute with a lot of
Oh
miles.
boy,
And
that's probably been like enough
But-
miles to like go to the moon and back.
at one point he broke the like emergency flashers button. We think they're like hitting it in too hard.
Yeah.
But so they took it to get inspected at the mechanic we've gone to for 20 years instead of the inspection center because they are pretty sure he'll pass it and they're not sure if the inspection center would.
Yep. I know exactly the type.
So yeah, it's like, did you have to slip him $20?
Did it pass?
Probably more than the car's worth.
Well, okay, so one actually really interesting thing. So my dad bought this was many years ago. Well, not crazy, but he bought a brand new Audi, basically, like pretty new.
I'm sorry. Go on.
And he bought it in Georgia.
Okay.
Georgia's window tint laws are different than North Carolina's.
Yes.
You can get them a lot darker in Georgia.
Mm.
Don't take that out of context. So anyway, he goes to get his car like inspected and whatever, and the guy stops him outside of the thing, and he's like, "Hey, whoa!" And he brings out the little
Light meter.
light meter, and he tests it, and he's like, "Yeah, your window tint's way too dark." And he's like, "If you pull in, then it's on camera, and by federal law, I have to give you a fix-it ticket, basically, and then you got to get it signed by like a sheriff and yada yada yada."
Yeah.
He's like, my dad's like, "Okay, well, what do I do?" And he's just like, "Well,"
Back up.
he's like, he's like, "Leave and take the tint off and come back, or whatever, or you could try to go to the dealership." And he brought it to the Audi dealership, passed him right away.
Yeah.
So he still has illegal window tint to this day, and he has to go to the Audi dealership to
funny.
pass it.
Yeah, I also have a friend who's been getting their car quote unquote inspected in Massachusetts at the same place for years. They said, yeah, I just kind of drive it in. They look around it for 2 seconds and then pass it. So it's like, okay.
That worries me.
You shouldn't tell me this. I don't want to be an accomplice.
See, that stuff worries me.
Yeah. I hope North Carolina starts doing fuel emissions on inspection.
Oh God. I don't want to talk about
I actually have a fuel emissions sticker inside my trunk, like you're legally required to. Like every car has to have this sticker saying like it passed fuel emissions testing.
Which is kind of.
It's pretty funny.
Which is kind of.
Yeah, the electric car, it's like, yep.
I'm trying to take a picture of this stupid little key in the bottom there, and I can't.
No.
No, it's like right down there, and I can't get a flash in there, and
Top left, power LED. Bottom left, hard drive.
yep. Middle is
To the right of power LED
I
is
know
power.
basically what these are at this point.
To the right, that is reset.
switch, yep, is down here.
It's bottom right of that square.
Reset switch, power switch is that one. That one, and then.
So
I
I
don't
guess-
know why that they don't leave power LED. Like, I have not encountered a motherboard where that's been split up in a very, very long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm
I like it when they brick them together.
Like, I'm
maybe
just
if it
being
had,
honest.
if it had like a little notch thing like some power connectors have, like PCIe, so you could snap it together.
yeah, so,
That'd be
yeah,
great.
if you have the option to, like, great.
That costs
But
more
it's
to
like,
manufacture.
but it's like you're already doing it with the other ones. Why don't you just do it with that one too? I mean, unless like some generation of something, some
But
motherboard
if you're
doesn't
installing
have
something that old,
yeah, it's like
It's
if
like
you're
for
installing
a
something
while-
that old. Like realistically, does it even have a power LED? Like
for a long time, cases still came with the AC97 audio thing, which was was stopped being used around, I don't know, like 2004. So.
But it's still there. What if people
Yeah.
still use it?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, this console came with a floppy connector.
Okay, that's
Look. Well, it's the floppy.
I mean, hey, you
You
know.
have a floppy drive to install
Is
your
what it is.
Meshify too, which it doesn't have a bay for it, but you know you can still.
Let's try to find some.
In case you need to store 1.44 megabytes of data.
Hey, you remember all of those fan extension cables that we just got? Where are they?
We need all of them right now.
I need one of them.
Oh, that's a good question. I think they're here.
Damn. just. I was gonna say I need one because otherwise you're gonna get ticked off because I'm gonna then have to plug it into a pump header.
Well, I will be ticked off here.
You're correct.
Yeah, because then it'll be in an undeliverable state.
Hey, it's a SysFam 5 / pump header.
It still acts like a pump header.
I know. Do they
If
do
the
they
BIOS
automatically default to a
They
pump
default
header?
to pump.
I guess it makes
Because if
sense.
the BIOS gets reset for whatever reason, while they have it, it'll reset to 100% fan speed.
Which, I mean, it's an F120 MP, it's fine.
It'll still be louder than it should be.
Yeah.
It's comfortable, really. It's
Yeah.
on the desk. I also have USB floppy drive still kicking around. And
Luckily-
USB CD drive.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Luckily, it's not a Noctua 3000 fan.
Oh, industrial PPC. Yeah, that'd be a little loud. But it would cool it really well.
It'd be cooled well, but it'd be just a skosh bit loud.
I can't wait till someone installs Windows 11 from floppy drives. What? That's how you used to install OSs.
I know.
That's true.
So if let's say Windows 11 is, let's say the install disk is 12 gigs. How many 1.44 megabyte floppies is 12 gigs? The answer is a lot. Like
Too many.
10,000.
Oh my god.
Insert disk
That would just be
9,870.
That's
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Why do we have two for an RX 580?
I thought I only did one in the CPU.
No, you did.
I did?
Yeah, you plugged in two
Let's
PCIe.
put down one in case it upgrades the video card.
Alright,
There is a CPU connector, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I already did the CPU connector, but I was just very
I
confused.
could have
Like,
sworn I only
I was like,
put one
it's a 580. Like, does it even have two ports?
Yeah,
it
it
does. But what?
in. Huh?
Did you guys remember the little clip that goes over the EPS?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Actually, you could do that if you wanted to. It clips into the heatsink,
Oh, I'm scared we're gonna put it on and something's not in all the way up there.
right?
I just didn't want you to install the cooler and then be like.
We don't do that here, Chris. We're professionals.
Oh, there's some like residue on there from the sticker. Need some goo gone.
We are professionals. Bum, 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 bum. Really? Not really.
Tom says, Andrew,
Huh?
Windows 11 on floppies. Windows 12 will be out.
Yeah, I mean, given they said for a long time that when Microsoft was like Windows 10 is the last Windows, we'll just update it, and that went well.
Yeah, that was a.
I mean, Windows 11 is basically Windows 10 with the facelift, so it just feels more like Mac OS. I'm just scraping this residue off my finger.
Oh yeah, I did notice that. There's a little bit of like scudge on there.
It's fine, I have nothing else to do. If we weren't on camera, I'd spit on it and shine it, but
Yeah. Give it the good old spit shine.
oh yeah. That's what I do to my CPU when I clean up thermal paste.
Ah, yeah, perfect. You gotta make sure it's dunked in like mayonnaise. You know, get all that. I watched a very random video today from Smarter Every Day where they used a supersonic baseball cannon to hit a gallon of mayonnaise, and I
Alright, that
never
was
thought
random.
that I was like, wow, this is very random, but it's also very satisfying.
Yeah.
Just evaporates.
Yeah, my girlfriend likes to watch like pimple popping videos.
Oh no.
Yeah, I can't stand it, but she's
No.
like, they're satisfying. I'm like,
No.
I cannot.
No. The answer is no.
You can watch those, I will watch other things.
Cable management videos, though, like really good ones, those are pretty good. That just talks to my tech side, really.
Yeah. Nerd.
Let's be honest.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just saying though, when you see like a data center that's like really well capable.
Oh, that's like
Oh,
enterprise level.
That
Yeah.
stuff is
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, because someone's getting paid 120K to route those cables.
Are they? Is that actually how much they
I,
make? Or
probably not.
somewhere around that?
Probably not, but
range?
it's like not that far off because it's probably sysadmins doing it.
True.
It's not a
When you get paid by the hour, but not by the job.
a bottom tier help desk tech.
Yeah, no. No, help desk isn't even allowed in the data center building.
That's actually true.
Yeah, no. It's physical security is a large part of data center stuff. They got some crazy biometrics. I learned about that when I did my AWS certification.
Yeah, no, it is.
Security of the cloud versus security in the cloud.
Yeah, it's actually absurd. Like my fiance works at a data center, and I'm not gonna say which one.
Oh, she does? Which
yes.
one?
Yeah, which one?
Uh-huh.
And yeah, she had to go through her background check was 4 months for
Yeah,
them just to do
sounds
the
about
background check. It's just like holy moly.
Sounds about right. I like the data centers where you have to wear your pro because it's so loud. Like the one you fans are like 30,000 RPM.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you have to wear ear pro in there.
Yep. And if you don't, you would just be like, what?
What?
What? Chocolate? You said you're selling
See.
chocolate.
Tesla's building their Dojo supercomputer to train the neural networks.
Of course.
I'm gonna look up the teraflops of it, or petaflops. Let's see.
XFLOP? No, that was Intel.
Okay,
That's doing the two.
Oh no, they do.
Exaflop.
Dojo has 1.08 exaflop of power.
Aurora is going to be a 2 exaflop.
Going to be.
Yeah.
It's not done yet.
No, they're waiting on Ponte Vecchio, however you say that.
Yeah, I think Dojo doesn't go into service till next year, but it's like that's a lot of freaking compute.
That is. I cannot get this zip tie up there.
That's all it is.
Oops.
Everyone's so now I have the MC.
Yeah, it's really funny. My work, they went through and they're like, yeah, we need to upgrade our servers. And they paid like $20K to upgrade their server.
Oh, did they actually the same one I used?
Mm-hmm.
Is that Thunderbolt? No,
Yeah, it is.
we're on Ryzen.
It's the, yeah, we use this one because of the Vision. Yep.
The B550 Vision DP has Thunderbolt on it.
Okay, I was so confused for a second. I was like, this is Ryzen.
But yeah, so
Yeah, it's
they
like there's 2 Ryzen boards. There's a B550 and there's an X570.
Yeah.
But yeah, talk about, this is just so funny. So they went through and they're like, yeah, we're running out of server space, so we need to upgrade the server. And they paid $25,000 to upgrade their server to more space. And they're like, yeah, we're going from 4 terabytes to 8 terabytes. And I'm like, what? And I was like, that makes no sense to me. And I'm
Unless
just
it's
like,
RAM.
and I was like,
No.
no, of
It's
storage. And I'm like,
spinning
like,
storage.
what are you talking about? And I found out that it wasn't
It's
terabytes.
it's in one box.
No, it wasn't terabytes. It was petabytes. So they went from 4 petabytes to 8 petabytes.
The Office server did not have 4 petabytes.
The Office server does. It's not actually based in the Office. It's IP mapped to the Office, but it's not in the
It's in
Office.
Florida.
That makes
probably.
more
It's in
sense
Florida.
than
That does make more sense.
Yeah, I know. I found that out the other day, and I was like, oh, that makes a lot more sense.
I would like to point out that that is still a terrible system for file storage and retrieval.
Yes, I agree.
But
But yeah, I was just like, oh, that makes a lot more sense, because I was like, PB, I was like, this all makes sense now.
also using Excel for project management is okay. Using it for like database data is not okay.
Yeah.
Point that out.
Oh god, yeah. Don't use Excel for that stuff. Excel is a great tool to like compile data, but not to store data.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What?
I was trying to.
No, they weren't storing
Like
data. It was-
like we're talking like a few hundred or 1,000 site, like different information about sites, so it should be in a actual like SQL database.
we did
no.
fix that, by the way. But
You say that.
I know.
How we doing back there?
Actually,
I'm
we're,
doing great.
like, almost done.
I'm just chilling. Game Core says we don't need the chair. He probably left.
Do I?
Someone said we don't read the chat, so he probably left.
True. I mean, Chris reads
That's
chat.
true. Yeah, I don't read the chat. I'm too good to read chat.
Yeah. We don't read chat here.
I can't read.
I only know binary. I don't know English.
Sí, hablo español.
Yeah, I only know binary. Sorry.
Okay, what's 17 in binary?
1 0 1 1 1 0
No,
0
no,
No.
no, it's not. It's I know. I used to know binary. I had to.
10001.
Yeah, because 1 is 1. The next one is then 3. The next, isn't it?
No.
Or is it 2?
1, 2, 4, 8.
Yeah.
16.
Okay, so it's evens. I was thinking
It's
of
power of 2.
Yep. Yep.
Or sorry, did I say there's not an 8th place? It's 16, then 4, then 2, then 1. So it'd be 1001.
100. Yep. Yeah, I remember we had to do that, and like one of my
I did it in,
finals
like,
was
high
like,
school.
"Hey, you got to do it for like, what is 1,444 million?" It was like absurd.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Why do we need?"
It's fine if you have a
the-"
calculator.
Yeah. Right.
Cool.
Undarful.
Ow. That didn't hurt.
No, it
It was just a reflex.
yeah, it exactly was a reflex.
I was like, you're wearing shoes and kicked a piece of plastic.
Yeah.
Video card?
Graphics. Cooler.
Cool.
Do you want to install the cooler?
Sure.
Or you want me to? 'Cause I was just
I will
gonna say, like,
do my darndest. I haven't done much in a while.
Just leave it. Turn that way. I guess it's easier.
It is. I mean,
We're gonna take the piece of plastic off before we install it.
no. Optimal performance to leave it on.
Yeah, there's thermal paste.
Probably should
Top
take the word
cam.
top cam, yeah. I'll just take back.
Every time, less and
I know.
less.
They give you like.
It's up to here.
I know.
The funny part is like it costs more for them to. Well, I guess it technically doesn't cost more for them. It just makes it more of a pain in the butt for us.
Well, the funny part is that is the Outer Lakes die bigger or is it just longer? I think it's it is. Yeah,
It's
I don't
longer.
I don't know if the surface
Yeah.
area is bigger.
It is.
Okay.
It's more like a rectangle.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
the same size width-wise, but
It's just
It's like
lower.
they've had some server processors that have
The,
a similar
Oh,
shape.
hold on, wait. Before you do that,
Eh.
put this on. With the screws already in it. Trust me.
I will trust you. Yeah, they've had some server processors that have that kind of shape.
Yeah, because you can't get the screw down through that, which is a
Yeah.
design flaw in my opinion. But like,
Well, they don't think so because they haven't
yeah,
changed it.
they don't think so. I mean, it still works. You just got to make sure that you. The tip of the screwdriver is magnetic, so don't pull that screw out, because otherwise.
I'm probably going to. Yeah, it like went off to the side.
Yep. Just don't do it on that top one. That's the one that you really don't want that to happen on. 'Cause then it's just that hurts. I guess I should go over here. Hi. Welcome.
Welcome.
We got DDR5 stuff. News. That's the news.
Yeah.
We talked all about. I love how like this is probably one of the like biggest tech news things that's happened. There's there's
I'm talking about it tomorrow night on the
DDR4, DDR5.
This is our podcast.
Yeah, this is our podcast. Even though we're not on a pod and we're definitely not casting.
I'm on the pod.
I have a 2-hour podcast tomorrow night all about the Alder Lake launch.
But where would
Wonderful,
you, where
Chris.
would you
We
find
have
that?
Chris, who is in the
On this
background there.
channel.
Explain. Why don't you plug your own?
It's gonna be tomorrow night.
Well,
Tune in
what's your
tomorrow-
pitch? Come on, give your
No.
pitch.
Tune in tomorrow night at 6:30 on this channel.
Why?
To learn about the 12th gen Intel Alder Lake launch and
The short
other
ones
stuff.
and the long ones. I don't know which one you need.
I need the ones that fit this computer, please.
Are you doing it on the left side or the right side? That's the question.
Yeah, I don't know.
'Cause I think it's these for the longer ones.
It's on the far, I forget.
No, it's the shorter ones. I lied. Cool.
I'm honestly pretty impressed I installed that without dropping the screws.
I was too.
I haven't installed one of those in a while.
I mean, when you know the pitfalls, it's really not bad.
Yeah.
When you
I
don't know the pitfalls,
I would have dropped them without your help,
oh.
so.
Yeah, if you do it the other way, then you're like.
And we need this fan combiner.
Yep.
Doohickey my dude. Chris is the one in the top right.
Yep.
Who's not building the computer?
That one.
Red shirt.
He's wearing headphones.
So,
I also confusing. No.
don't. I'm Chris.
Are we flashing people?
No, I have a red shirt underneath it.
I don't.
It's like confusion. Red shirt.
Okay. There's really nowhere to tuck this in. Oh, I'll just tuck it down there. Sure.
Okay, I will look at chat. Oh yeah, we deleted the chat. That's weird.
So
Huh?
it's set to go away after a certain amount of time. Otherwise, it stays and it blocks
No, it's not popping up
view.
at all. That's
Delay?
frustrating. No.
Right, it's only set to stay on up like 10 seconds and then it goes
What, the
away.
chat?
Yes.
Oh. Because you just typed and I guess I didn't look, to be fair.
It's really only going to be up there for a very short amount of time.
It might still be disabled from when we did that film.
Oh yeah, it could have been disabled. Well, no, we didn't disable it for the filming. Alright, toss me the graphics card unless you want to toss it on there.
Graphics.
The graphics.
We've been live for about an hour.
Yeah,
I mean,
Chris,
yeah,
you
you're
paid
talking
for that.
about-
I gotta use it.
What are you doing? I told you. I always tell you when we're going live.
Oh, I know,
Okay.
Oh, the stupid
But-
USB-C thing.
but it's not on.
I forgot.
Oh,
Mmm.
okay.
You forgot.
So don't blame me if I'm just having normal conversation.
It's a shotgun mic.
Told you to time.
Okay, I'm bending this.
As long as it's not proprietary, you're good.
You're staying around for a while, right?
Okay.
I can.
The USB-C connector is bent to hell, but it's in there.
I'll stay.
And then PCIe power. Got an 8 and a 6.
What?
Yes, you can move. Yes, you can migrate from a hard drive to an SSD.
Yep.
Yep.
It's recommended just do a fresh install,
Yeah, of just going through and transferring data.
but you can technically transfer the OS. I'm trying to make these look good. Just make it take longer.
Oh, you're good. Yes, you can. I mean, that's
If you have to transfer and not reinstall, you just clone the disk.
yeah, clone
But
the
you'll
disk-
it's more complex because you have to shrink the OS partition to
Yeah, I
match
was
the
gonna
SSD
say,
size.
like, that's a little bit more complicated
Yeah.
than just a.
It's really recommended to fresh install an SSD. SSDs. Nuts.
Yeah, honestly though, highly suggest if you do get that is just going through in a fresh install of Windows.
Yeah.
I mean, I do a fresh install of Windows every year.
Yeah, I do as well.
It prevents a lot of breaking problems.
Prevents. It gets rid of the OS rot, makes everything a little snappier.
Yep, makes everything run faster. It reduces driver issues, and just trust me on that. It makes life so much easier. So, go in. You can, if you don't feel comfortable migrating data, you can actually bring it to a local computer shop. We'll usually do it.
Back up all your files.
Back up all your files, and then they'll
Preferably in
usually
two
back them up.
places. Usually a cloud-based,
Mhm.
like Google Drive or Dropbox, and like a physical, like USB drive is preferred.
Is preferred. Yes, it is. Awesome. All right.
All right.
Oh, there's thermal paste too.
Oh boy, we get a DVI-D connector.
Woo! Wow, I haven't seen one of those.
Well, it is a
Put
580,
that
so
Bottom.
that would be like
No,
a.
it is front.
yeah, front.
Was
bottom.
there DVI on the 10 series?
No.
Yes.
Yes, it is. No. I had
yes.
one. So yes.
Yes.
I had one.
And I think the
But the
I-
2004 did not support VGA at all. There was no analog
I think
signaling.
that the 500 series was around the same time as the 10 series.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yes. Because I remember that a 970 and a 480 were about the same.
I thought we had an existing cable down
We
there.
did.
Did we steal it?
I don't want to unwrap this one again.
I know.
I'll unplug something over there. At one point we had like
Uh-huh.
50,000 of these.
Chris, you're still on top cam.
Right? So,
I'm stealing this one. Imagine just unplug the stream easy.
I'm just gonna steal this one. Oh, that's a problem.
I think it's plugged in at UPS.
I mean, we do have a battery backup, but I need.
Yeah, but that doesn't help if you're not plugged into the battery. Like,
Right.
if I took the one out of the battery pack.
Right.
We got lights.
Yeah, we're doing a postcode.
Sure. I can't. I legitimately cannot see. So I'm just
I will.
I'm just looking at the red
It's a
LED in this
Gigabyte
FX.
board.
right. I was like, oh, that's
So
red.
it should end up
15.
on A0 at some point.
44 C8 A0 326 90 15 05
Hut hut. You sound like a quarterback.
390 390 98 02. That must be CPU temp. 14 15. I think 15 is DRAM. C8 26 3B 15 05. What? Yeah, have faith this time.
This is a complicated football play with all those numbers.
Wide receiver's gonna go out and then just go straight up.
AE?
We're on AE.
AE is post on this.
Oh.
I feel like I could say any combination and be like, yeah, that's post.
Well, it's either AE or A0.
It is
It's
very much
AE.
stuck.
Yeah,
If it's stuck on AE,
I think
then it's either AE or A0 is the post codes on
Alright.
these.
Turn it off.
Oh, not me now.
Woo! Alright.
Let me turn this off.
Yep.
Yeah, kill it.
There we go.
Alright. So this has been the Mighty Penguin.
Yes, the black and white build.
Yes.
More black than white.
And because
but-
we didn't reintroduce that quickly, it is a Linux workstation for video editing and picture editing. And
I mean, hey, that was only a 40-minute stream.
hey, I'll take
'Cause
that.
we started late. Maybe not that late,
Chris
but
is full.
yeah.
But anyway, thank you for joining us. Make sure to follow us
Oh, you
on
guys can
Twitch
see me.
and check out our website, topflightpc.com, where you can see our previous builds, photos of this once it's all suited up, and you can request your own build if you're interested in buying. Follow our Facebook page, Top Flight Computers, and yeah,
And our
See
new
you in a week.
TikTok. No,
yeah,
definitely don't have TikTok.
yeah.
And
See you
yeah,
next
we'll
time.
see you next time. Goodbye.